at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike check 33. 38.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a first down there. Now Jones. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Newton on 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
What's that? 180? Check Mike 33. 20. Mike check 30.
From the gun on third down. Newton, open man has got one. It's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first and 10, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get it. Ball try. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Newton lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Hurry!
On second down now, it's Jones, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
180. Hey, alert 33. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Mike, check 30. Gun. Watch the screen.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Now Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Demetrius Harris, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Now
on 2nd and 13. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Great.
check my 33, check my 33.
They snap it to Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Newton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check flag 33. Hey, get in the weight room. Gun. 33. It's our time. Express. It's our time. Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to go down again. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there to 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, Willett was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Newton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.